to XRP After Dark, exclusive rabbit hole news, documenting the great wealth transfer, nightly at 7 p.m. Welcome to XRP After Dark, exclusive rabbit hole news, documenting the great wealth transfer, nightly at 7 p.m.
Warning, bullish content.
Welcome to XRP After Dark, exclusive rabbit hole news, documenting the great wealth transfer, nightly at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I'd like to welcome everybody to XRP After Dark. Guys, rabbit hole time. Trade war, level playing field, Trump. I truly believe the XRP is the Phoenix. Guys, the way things have been unfolding with Trump, the trade war with China, level playing field, Trump on TV today saying industries haven't been hurt by trade war. China says they're coming out with their own cryptocurrency. Steve Mnuchin released a statement from the at the G20 and the FATF Global Summit, basically saying that if you're dealing cryptocurrency, you must register with FinCEN. And they're working on global regulation. Global regulation. I'm telling you guys, this is the setup for the standard. Now, we got a hell of a rabbit hole to go down tonight, guys. We're going to dive into the executive order because I wanted to look back at the executive order. Now that we understand that Greg Phillips, who wrote the executive order, who was at the Department of Treasury, is now a Ripple board member, I felt like I had to revisit the executive order because now we know the Ripple board member wrote it. So that's huge. And behind that, guys, we're going to talk about FinCEN, Faster Payments Task Force, Regulatory Sandbox, Blockchain. And we got a hell of a rabbit hole here. Smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Let's get this party started quickly. Crypto Insomniac is here. What up, Insomniac? The Black Hammer. Let's get this. You got that right. Ron Early, Blockchain Main, X-Wing, XRP5, Ray Rodriguez, Christopher Ortiz, Mark Sinclair. Mark Sinclair's here. Mr. and Mrs. Mouse. What up, what up? Night Wolf, Dan Carney. Sammy the Bull. Sammy the Bull's here. What up, Sam? Dave Wiley, XRP Utopia, Ron Early, ECX, GXRP. Perez is a legend. Let me spin this right here. Spin that wheel. Satoshi Noko FOMO. I love that name. It makes me laugh every time. What up, bro? Steve Loveday, Perez in the building. Edward Fran Lowaski. What up, Ed? Good to see you, bro. King Blue, legend, is here. What up, King Blue? Rolo Blackmon. Rolo, what up? Bobby Lade, Edward, King Blue. Carl Eric B. Insomniac, Rose, Dustin Dio, ECK. ECK, I got you, bro. I'm going to work on that. Guys, we got a hell of a rabbit hole to go down tonight. I really had to dive back into the executive order that Trump basically... Because, guys, if you really think about this... Now, the big thing, guys, was after the 2008 financial collapse, pretty much, I think the Obama administration rolled out so much regulation, which pretty much, they said made financial institutions and the economy slowed down from what Trump says. So basically, his goal, first 100 days in office, was to roll back all them banking regulations, all the restrictions on the economy growing. And to me, it really looks like we got a hell of a man for the job. I'm not going to lie. I don't care who you vote for. But what I'm saying is this guy's on TV today, straight saying to China, straight saying to him, what the hell did he say today? I'm telling you, this guy's a wild one. Right here. Trump says China cheated America on trade. Trump says China cheated America on trade, but blames U.S. leaders for letting it happen. So you got to see, guys, we're really setting up, it's like a really trade war going on here. And China's supposed to come out with their crypto. And guess what? We got something we've been working on too. We got the executive order. We got Ripple. We got level playing field. We got blockchain technology. And that will be the level playing field. Some may know it as XRP. Others may know it as the Phoenix. Tell them, Heather Hare. So, guys, we're pretty much going to jump down that rabbit hole. Scott Caruso, good to see you back, my brother. So good to see you, Scott. Jeffrey Ford, BC. Brad Garling's son. Brad Garling's son. You guys are wild. Drake is here. XRP bullish. Whoa, I like that name, bro. He's bullish. George Ratledge, Eddie Vargas. Guys, so pretty much, but first thing first, guys, I do want to give a shout out to Crypto Mike. He kind of like inspired me today to go back in the executive order today. Because I figured, guys, we got to, I knew I could pull, 13772, tell him, Ed. I knew I could pull some gems back out. Plus, Mike's video kind of inspired me. If you guys haven't seen this video yet, and shout out to Kace, he was the one that said I should check it out. But I already knew that there was something special about this video right here. Because, 14,000 views. I'm like, whoa, Mike, what's Mike talking about here? Mike must be covering something good. So this one was right here. Okay. Ripple XRP eye-opening. How the elite code to each other about cashless society. XRP, XLM, and ETH. So this is a really good video right here, guys. So link in the description. Check this out. And it kind of like inspired me to go back in the executive order, to make me look at it in a different light. Because, like I said, now that we understand that Greg Phillips, who wrote it, is a Ripple board member now, that's huge. That's huge, guys. So we know there's plans within plans all day. Oh, matter of fact, guys, this is going to be a hell of a video, actually. Rabbit hole time. One thing I said on the morning show is banks are in fear of being put out of business. Banks are in fear of being put out of business, guys. And this is why we got to slow our roll just a little bit. Because this technology that Ripple's bringing to the table is disruptive. It's basically going to take the food out of these traditional bankers' mouths. They've been doing this for 4 decades. A generation, a generation, a decade that we see. 4 decades that we see, but a generation of, overdraft fees and, let's hold your money for you. So this is a new day, guys. It's the technology transfer, level playing field. He was like, yeah, he's speaking my language. G. Perez, my brother, many blessings to all the dream team. Shout out to the Bullish family. Shout out to the crypto pioneers. Thank you so much, Perez. I appreciate that, bro. Carl Eric B. XRP is the cohesive element. You got that right. Peru, Empire. What's shaking, Empire? So, guys, for everybody just stepped in. Oh, XRP since birth. What up? What up, CKJ? Made it through another day. FOMO'd into VET and XLM. I know, actually, this is a really good video right here, too. But actually, it did catch me off guard as soon as Mike said XLM. I was like, because I wasn't suspecting it. But, there's nothing wrong. I'm not, guys, on the morning show, we talk about diversification. If anybody is not going to be tribal, it's going to be CKJ. So, but I'm just being real, caught me off guard. And then, but, it's a hell of a video, guys. It's a hell of a video. That's for sure. Ain't nothing wrong with talking about XLM. There's XLMers all around the world. Some people like XLM. Some people like XRP. V-chainers are coming out the woodwork. But, but it's a hell of a video, Mike. That's for sure. It pretty much talks about how the elite, how the elite code to each other about cashless society. So it's a really good video. King Blue, thanks for that advice today. I appreciate you, CKJ. King Blue, I really appreciate you too, bro. You're a stand-up guy, man. I vouch for you any day of the week. That's for sure. You're a stand-up guy, Blue. Thank you big time for that. I really, really appreciate that. King Blue is the Mon. Phone hackers stealing cryptocurrency. Whoa. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past anything, guys, in society today. The last 2 years, I've seen so much. Learned so much. So first thing first, Crypto Mike's video inspired me. Thank you, Blue. That's for sure. As far as me personally, I jumped on the executive order today. I really didn't go through Twitter that much because I normally go through Twitter and pull this article up, that article up. I said, let me go old school today. Let me work off my own research and go down my own rabbit hole and see what we're going to do. My favorite rabbit hole. Andrew, you're not late. We just started the party, Andrew. Thank you, Sammy the Bull. Come on, guys. Smash some thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. And what also inspired me, guys, is I will say this. Like, I don't care who you vote for. I'm not here to talk politics. And I even apologize if you don't like Trump. And, you know, we talk about Trump a lot on this show. Because the thing is, I do believe that there's something going on of why Trump happens to be president. At the same time, he's calling out China every other day. Like, he's the first person I really seen stand up to China like this. Where he says, Trump says China cheated America on trade. Now, I don't know how it is in, matter of fact, I got a question. Is somebody here from the UK? I do got a quick question for somebody in a different country. Ripple Army, what up, Ripple Army? Oh, CKJ, Ripple Army's the man. In the UK, is it like it here is in the US, where in the USA, everything is made in China? Everything is made in China. Like, matter of fact, I can probably grab this right here. I'm telling you, watch this. And this is a perfect example. I mean, guys, I don't, you know, it's a whole nother story. I mean, I'm not trying to start no, like, big thing. But whatever you grab, guys, everything is made in China. Yep, made in China. Made in China. Everything is made in China here in the USA. So what Trump is saying is basically through these unfair trade deals, USA has been taken advantage of for, I don't even know how long. I don't know how long he's claiming. But is it like that in the UK? I'm just really kind of curious on that. Hey, what can I say, man? He's like that crushing it for his saying China cheated America on trade. Now I know that his first 100 days in office, in which we're going to cover this, the executive order. Now, this is core principles on regulating the United States financial system. And I mean, this directly calls out Ripple. It directly calls out cryptocurrency. It directly calls out blockchain. It calls out Ripple. So, far as I'm concerned, there's something massive going on here. There's something massive going on here. And I'm going to break this down to you guys. I'm going to show you where Ripple's being called out, how they're excited about this technology, how Ripple is the answer for a level playing field. Blockchain technology is the beginning of recorded history. So this is what's going to make the field level. Because if they're manipulating currencies and they're doing this and that, well, we can't really prove it without blockchain technology. So it's going to be a level playing field, that's for sure. XRP Venture is here. What up, Venture? Good to see you, bro. Brad Garlinghouse for president. I'm with you on that. That's for sure. So Crypto Mike's video inspired me. Trump talking big noise today inspired me also. And I will say, this guy is very entertaining to watch. He's very entertaining. You don't never know what he's going to say. But he also spoke at the Economic Club in New York, guys. And this is exactly where Brad Garlinghouse just spoke also. So, Uncle Venture's here. What up, Eric Jenkins? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe. So this sent me down the rabbit hole right here. Executive Order 13772, Core Principles for Regulating the United States Financial System. Now, it's an executive order signed by U.S. President Trump February 3rd, 2017. It's the 8th executive action by a president in his first 100 days in office. First 100 days, he wasn't playing. Matter of fact, he actually wrote his whole election off of this, saying he was going to roll back the Dodd-Frank rules originally established under the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act. President Trump pretty much said he was going to roll back all them regulations, when he got into office, and it was one of the first things he did. Now, the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform Act and Consumer Protection Act, simply known as Dodd-Frank, is a series of laws that was significant for financial regulation reform. As a response to the Great Recession, pretty much signed into law by Obama in 2010, Trump said he promised to roll back all these laws. So that's where we're at right now. Out rolls the executive order. Level playing field. Tell him Trump's wrapping a nice present up. It's going to open it up. It's going to be bearable guy's going to jump out the box. Boop. So, really quick, guys, we're going to go straight to page 144, which piqued my interest right here at 144. No, here it is right here too, guys. U.S. Department of Treasury. The U.S. Department of Treasury is responsible for this. A financial system that creates economic opportunities, non-bank financial, and fintech, and innovation. And in this right here, guys, there's so many breadcrumbs. There's so many breadcrumbs in this report right here, guys. I'm telling you, it goes deep. Now, really quick, I want to show you guys. It's written by Stephen T. Mnuchin, Department of Treasury Secretary. And here's Greg Phillips, counselor to the secretary. And we all know, guys, we all know, Money OG tell them, Greg Phillips, guys, wrote the executive order. And Greg Phillips is on the Ripple board of directors. What is the odds of that, though? What is the odds of that? XRP since birth, drinking coffee. XRP since birth is the man. So we're gonna go down to page 144 now that we're all kind of like caught up. Don't get me wrong. For anybody who's new, just watching me for the first time, Ripple is on page 194 and 188, I believe. Ripple's in here called out by name. Tell him, Pickle. Pickle says hi. I wasn't calling you Pickle. I was just saying you said hi. Oh, he ran right over here. He ran right over here. Here we are. Payments. Are we ready? Mr. Percy Clay, time to connect the dots, my brother. Payments. So we're going to go to 144 and we're going to start with payments. Venture, you're the man, bro. Greg Phillips Perez is, guys, I'm still kind of blown away, guys, that Greg Phillips wrote the executive order and then he joined Ripple. Like, what's the odds of that? Like, what is the odds? Static, cheers. You're the man, bro. The overview of the U.S. payment system. The United States is the leader in facilitating consumer and business payment transactions. In 2016, interbank payments in the USA handled over 1 quadrillion. 1 quadrillion. I'm going to say that one more time. 1 quadrillion in transactions. Now, people complaining about the supply of XRP. There's 100 billion XRP, guys. 100 billion. That's it. 100 billion. U.S. is handling, and this is just payment industry in the U.S. Just in the U.S., 1 quadrillion in transactions. There ain't enough XRP. There ain't enough XRP. And value in payment systems involving non-banks handling nearly 190 trillion. 190 trillion of that transaction value. So there's 100 billion Ripple where non-bank financials are handling 190 trillion, and in the US we're handling 1 quadrillion. Goodness gracious, those some big numbers right there. Huh? They sure we can't make more XRP? No, I'm just joking. That's for sure. That's crazy right there. So payments are essential to commerce, and the payment infrastructure has been built over a decade, empowers consumers' choice in payments. The system has proven over time to be stable, secure, and effective up until this point. Up until this point, too many zeros. In the United States, 4 primary core payment systems transfer value between financial institutions, which is kind of important. Recently, new technologies, especially in commerce, have changed the way that people live, consume, and pay for goods and services. New technology abilities have led to higher consumer expectations and as to the speed and convenience of the systems such as payments. Financial systems have and will continue to evolve to meet market demand. And payment in the area where innovation and disruption, innovation by non-bank and technology firms has been increasingly visible. Now, this is Greg Phillips here, Ripple Board of Director. You're hearing it straight from him. Just picture him. Just picture him probably already working for Ripple and we didn't know it. They're writing this behind the scenes. Why are they creating so much about non-bank fintechs? I mean, come on, guys. You think they threw this together in 60, 90 days? Hell no. You know how long it takes to put data together and, this took way longer than 100 days, I can tell you that. It took way longer than 100 days, I can tell you that. There's no way you get this kind of data in 90 days. No way. This is all plans within plans, guys. Rican, my brother from another mother. Thank you so Rican, you've been on fire, bro, for months. I can't thank you enough, bro. Damn, Perez, iceberg. Always remember, iceberg. Yeah, it's not what you can see. It's what's going on below. And that's what I try to basically do here on XRP After Dark by showing people behind the scenes. There's a massive movement. Massive. Bigger than we all think. Peru. Whoa. Congratulations, my president, Trump. He just won 10 XRP. Whoa. I hope he hodls. Peru and Perez, thank you guys big time. Bullish family #1. That's for sure. Oh, XRP Art, have a good night, my brother in the Netherlands. 140. Oh, I'm sorry too, bro. XRP Heart, 1:43 a.m. in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for staying up so late, bro. I appreciate that big time. You're the man. Big time. Peru. Okay, so 144. Okay. I'm going to show you guys some good stuff in this one right here. Watch this. Will continue to evolve over the past few years. Many firms have either launched payment solutions or have publicly expressed interest in entering the payment system. Firms see a need and demand for services that are faster and more convenient and more integrated. More integrated is interoperability. That's what integrated payment systems are. Like, guys, we're going to be using terms we wasn't using 10 years ago. Welcome to the Internet of Value. It's a new day. And it all starts right here with Trump and the executive order, and it's the Phoenix. And there's no doubt about that to me. No doubt about it. Ask Danny Loft. He'll tell you. Whoa. Thank you so much, Danny. IBM partners with Ripple and XLM. I don't think Jed burned half the supply for giggles. Uh-oh. They may be coming into play together on micro payments. Damn. So something's going on. Something's going on. So Danny Love, thank you so much, bro. Everybody talking about XLM now. I guess since they burned half the supply, everybody's like, whoa, what's going on here? So that's getting rid of half them X. You gotta figure, you know, one thing is Jed McCaleb is so damn filthy rich off of XRP alone. Like, he's like, what the hell do I need to get this rich for off of XLM? He got some more money than his kids will ever know what to do with. He's like the founder of XRP. He's loaded. But thank you, Danny. Over the past years, firms see a demand for faster services. However, the barriers in entering and innovation do exist for payments. First, a business must be made before the firm. Okay, hold on. Second, the payment system in the U.S. is operationally complex. With the payment landscape continues to undergo rapid innovation, there have been very little relative to change to back-end process that actually move value, which is basically pre-funded accounts, move value. They're not really moving value. And that's the biggest problem, guys. These monies are just sitting in these banks. They're pre-funded. They're not moving value. Move value throughout the financial system. Innovation in payments has largely been happening on the front end. Consumers facing side transactions, the user experience and products and innovation solutions that have been introduced in recent years with the advance of mobile technology. In essence, a layer on top of the existing core principle. And this is guys, I'm trying to tell you, sometimes I think like they're talking to Ripple with this, because this is what Joel Katz said, right? We're not plugging up to the traditional system. We're actually building new plumbing. We're building on top of this fragmented payment system. And this is what they're saying right here. These non-bank fintech companies are building a layer on top, which is brand new. Danny knows. Burn half the supply. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm kind of surprised too. Third, regulation for payments is fragmented. Further, the core principle systems exist to move money between financial institutions and their customers. So we're going to go down a little bit right here. So now this is kind of interesting right here, guys, too. Money transmitter, now this is licensing and supervision. Because one of the things, guys, I also believe that's held us back is, like, for example, you know, like we have a partner with MoneyGram, but why is MoneyGram sending payments to Mexico and Philippines? Why are they testing this technology not across USA soil like that? Why aren't we sending payments from New York to California? And this is why right here, guys, because the U.S. Treasury Department and the U.S. system in itself has created such a webbed, so many different departments. And they're going to talk about this right here. Like nobody knows who to apply to. You need so many different licenses. You need this, you need that. And that's why Ryan Zagone is on the MSNBC or some board like that, where they're trying to figure out how to unify the licenses across state lines. Like this, for example, money transmitter license is governed primarily by state law. Differences in state statute mean there is no unified definition of money transmitter. So this is kind of interesting. Like we learned this a lot at the law office, where there's state law and federal law. See, when Ripple registered with FinCEN, they registered at federal level. So really, Ripple XRP is registered with FinCEN on the federal level, which is huge. But we're not registered state level, so we can't go from state to state yet at this moment, like from New York to California. But they're working on that as we speak. And you wonder why we don't flip them corridors? Because we can't break laws yet. We can't break laws. We'll be breaking 101 laws. So, and they're working on that. What's going on in here? Everybody's happy to see Rican. Rican showed up. Rican, you're the man, bro. I'm just messing with you, bro. Rican is the man. If money transmitter license is governed primarily by state law, differences in state statutes mean there is no unified definition of money transmitter. As a result, states have different variations that could bring in a number of firms that do not necessarily engage in traditional forms of fund transfer. So basically right there, money transmitters are considered money service businesses, MSB. Now this is what Ripple is. And this is before, for Ripple to even receive MSB status from FinCEN it's unprecedented. It's amazing. Like that clearly says that XRP is a currency. That clearly says no other crypto has the status that XRP has. No other crypto, guys. None. XRP is really the only almost compliant legal crypto. Right here, watch this. Money transmitters are considered money service businesses, MSB, and therefore subject to requirements of the Bank Secrecy Act. They must register at the federal level with FinCEN. Ripple's register with FinCEN on the federal level. Banks, foreign banks, and firms that are registered with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, or U.S. Commodities Trading Commission. And I believe this is why SEC came out and said Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodities. Because if they didn't come out and say Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodity, then guess what? XRP is a standalone. 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 Papa Bear's here. Yeah, guys, so this gets deep. They must register with the federal level with FinCEN, which Ripple is registered with FinCEN. Money transmitters are considered money service business. That's what Ripple is, a money service business, and therefore are subject to the requirements of Bank Secrecy Act. They must register at the federal level with FinCEN. Guys, you don't know how lucky you are right now. I see people complaining all the time about the price of XRP. Do you guys, you own something that is like the birth of this thing, like the Internet of Value? We're already registered with FinCEN. We got the green light all day. Uh-oh. Pickle's a wild dog. Fool the money's here. Oh, my fault, guys. Now here I'm gonna show you right here why Ripple hasn't necessarily took off like a shooting star yet. Money transmitters are here. Money transmitters are supervised and examined by each state where they hold a license. For money transmitters with nationwide state license, this means duplicative examinations This means duplicative examinations by a number of different state regulators and has emerged as a common theme for reform. My apologies, guys. Pickle says hi. Pickle says hi. Deshaun Goodwin's here. Deshaun is here. See, examinations by a number of different state regulators and has emerged as a common theme for reform amongst firms. Reform amongst firms. They're tired of being, they don't know where to go, where to apply, who do you apply for, where do you get this multi-state license? And see, the system here is all messed up. Yeah, Pickle loves y'all too. Pickle says hi. That's for sure. State regulators note that while states have different frequency exams, most money transmitters are examined annually, either by individual states or joint exams. It just goes on and on. And then it's going to say basically how they're working on. It just says right here, it's a serious issue right here. But we know Ripple's registered on the federal level right there. So that's huge. That's huge. That's huge. 149. What's on 149? Surprised me. Oh, digital wallets. Digital wallets is in here, guys. Be careful with them digital wallets. I've been going through hell the last couple of days trying to access my accounts. They definitely make them very hard to get into. You don't never got to worry about your crypto getting hacked. You might even lose access to it. No, I'm just joking. It's difficult. That's for sure. What's the next one? 152. Oh, 152. Here we go. Guys, you know I've been reading this thing for like the last 2 or 3 hours. You know, there's some gems in this thing right here. Money OG will tell you. Faster Payments Task Force. Here we go. Guys, how the hell did the Faster Payments Task Force get in the executive order? And you guys already know. And I wasn't going to pull up every single article because we've covered some of this extensively. We all know Ripple's on the Faster Payments Task Force, right? Yes, and it's in the executive order. Guys, this is almost like an open and closed case. I think we're not, it's not if, it's when. And just how high is it going to go? And don't be too bullish, because if you're too bullish, you might scare the people with limited thinking. Oh, Lord, let me stop. The Faster Payments Task Force was initially convened in May 2015 with the charge of identifying and evaluating approaches for implementing a safe, faster payments in the U.S., which we know Ripple got selected to that. But here's something that jumped out to me, guys, that we really didn't notice before. Now, the task force asked industry participants to submit proposals to the faster payment solution firms for consideration. But the goal was not to select proposals as winners, but merely to identify ideas for solutions. What? Hold up. What? I'm going to break this down, guys, to what I think they're really saying here. The goal was not to select a winner, but merely to steal the idea. No, I'm not going to say steal the idea, but merely to identify ideas and solutions that the private sector participants were envisioning. So hold up. So this is kind of like hold up here, because you guys remember we were like, oh, the Fed's about to come out with we all thought the Fed was going to pick a winner, right? We had like 30 proposals on the table. They hired McKinsey & Co. to pick a solution. They picked Ripple as the best solution. We went over that multiple times, but really it wasn't to pick a winner. I think, me personally, from reading this right here, I understand what Ripple's doing with MoneyGram and taking over, but I think the Fed might be on a little bit different page after reading this. I think the Fed is trying to borrow ideas. I don't know. What you guys think? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? I hope it's about the future. And it's about how great life is, and we're crypto pioneers. We ain't got no time for that drama. This is the drama-free zone over here. What up, J Kills? We don't give no love to drama. That's for sure. We too excited about being crypto pioneers. It's the internet of value, huh? They can leave that drama at the door. Leave it at the door. They stole our money. Why not our ideas? Ventures right on the money with that. Come on, cause like the day the Fed came out and said, we was just waiting for them to drop the XRP bomb on us or the Ripple bomb. But come to find out, they're just getting ideas. They're just getting ideas. So, I'm like, hold up. That ain't right. The troll-free drama zone. Tell him, Perez. Yeah, it's not like everywhere else. We got a level of maturity around here. Oh, here we go. Let's turn this up a little bit. 167. 167. And I link this in the description, guys, if anybody want to check this out. I know there's a lot of up-and-coming content creators out there. You can pull some gems out this all day. 167. Okay. Here we go. It's on 167. Oh, regulatory sandboxes. Now, guys, this is going to go into some rabbit hole stuff right here, seriously. Now, one thing I've been talking about is regulatory sandboxes on this show. Now, regulatory sandbox is an approval from the U.S. Treasury Department for companies to do what they do without really being, fear of being shut down or the government shutting you down. And I'm going to show you guys how Ripple has been operating under sandbox initiatives for different situations. And I'm going to break it down right here. Here, Ryan Overstreet's a legend. Regulatory sandboxes. It's a competitive and free markets that help foster economic growth. New ideas can facilitate market efficiency, spurring improvements to services and products. Not all innovations will succeed. Some might cause harm. Regulation should address the potential and migrate negative externals. A regulatory environment with large binary outcomes, either approval or disapproval. And guess what? Ripple got that approval. A regulatory environment should instead be flexible so that firms can experiment without the threat of enforcement actions. That would, that would exist firms. So basically, not in fear. Innovating is the process. So basically, Treasury recognizes that U.S. regulators already employ a number of methods in supporting innovation and outcomes to build on their efforts. So then I pulled this up. I was like, hold up. If you guys recall, 10 new customers joined Ripple's global payment network. Now, this is from April 26, 2017. Now, if you go down right here, 10 customers are now among the most forward-thinking financial institutions around the world. We are committed to moving beyond the sandbox. We are committed to moving beyond the sandbox and are using Ripple's enterprise blockchain solution to move real money around the world today. Now, this is 2017, 10 new customers, but the thing is, guys, that's what people don't understand. Beforehand, they're already testing us in the sandbox. Like, we got the green light through sandboxes, through proof of concepts. Guys, you don't get this far without being great. And XRP is great, though. Yeah, that's for sure. So that shows you right there about the sandbox initiative. Because then the first thing I Googled when I read sandboxes, I just wanted to tie Ripple to a sandbox initiative real quick. So I probably Googled sandboxes, Ripple, something like that. And then this is what I came up with right here. So 10 new customers are now the most forward-thinking financial institutions around the world. They are committed to moving beyond the sandbox. So what they were saying, all 10 of these institutions, they were testing Ripple's technology, approval from the U.S. Treasury. Oh, God, it's going to get deeper. One thing they're trying to say is China's moving forward with this. Well, I'm also going to show you an executive order where that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Oh, it's a lot of fun in them sandboxes. You might come out rich because these are like Fintech sandboxes. So sandboxes like where Ripple can test this XRP between a couple of these banks and not have to worry about falling victim to the Patriot Act or AML or violating AML or KYC banking laws. So that's what a sandbox is. Damn right, Mike Smith. Damn right, Mike Smith. Okay, 180. 180. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Where 180 at? New technologies. Here we go. It's time to get deep. It's time to get a little bit deeper, guys. New technologies. In this changing international landscape, the intersection of technology advancement and industry policy has been put on the global active firms. Okay, this is the one right here I wanted. In March 2018, now this is where it gets really interesting, guys, because this is one thing I've been saying, and this is what's the setup for the Phoenix right here. You're about to see the setup for the Phoenix. And this is why Trump, executive order, Stephen Mnuchin, FATF, I'm going to show you guys right now. Yeah, you got to play real nice in that sandbox, bro. You can get booted. XRP Snakebite knows. I can't thank you guys enough for tuning in tonight. I figured we go down the rabbit hole like a little bit old school tonight and just show people some of the connections of what's really going on behind the scenes. I could have easily came on here with like 5 new articles that were in the community today or new partnerships. I'm like, man, we do that all the time lately. There's all kind of partnerships. There's a partnership today, a partnership tomorrow. I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit because we already know there's major partnerships. We already know XRP is going to the moon. But I think we don't know what's really going on behind the scenes as far as how powerful the movement is with Ripple and as far as them already being chosen as the standard. That's what I'm thinking is going on here. I remember they used to say it all the time. CKJ, you're a bearable guy. Then they was like, he wrote low. And then I remember on Twitter they used to say, CKJ, he wrote Lodestar too. But then it was like people that don't really watch my show. But anybody that's in here would know CKJ cannot write Lodestar. Ace2DA, thank you big time, bro. I've been called everything. Bearable guy. The image bearable guy. All that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Social media is nuts. Thank you so much, Ace2DA. Owner of T-DS at Hotmail. Please stand up. What the hell does that mean? I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, Welsh Knight, my brother. Welcome, Welsh Knight. Welcome to XRP After Dark, bro. He says, Welsh Knight. Oh, I didn't see you say you stopped watching 3 others. I just seen the part where you said my favorite is CKJ. Thank you, Welsh Knight. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. March 20th. This is where it all happened, guys. And this is where the whole world was flipped upside down. We acknowledge that technology and innovation, including the underlying crypto assets, have the potential to empower the efficiencies and the inclusiveness of the financial system and the economy more broadly. Because guess what, guys? This is where we're actually moving into the global economy right now. Like, we've been kind of like going on that path as a global economy, but basically being taken advantage of by other economies. And you see what Trump said today. He was like, we're the wallet. We're the bank. He was like, ain't no Trump wars hurting us. He was laying it smack down today, guys. He ain't playing. He was like, Trump is nuts. This guy is wild, yo. Oh, my fault, guys. I mean, he's entertaining. He says, oh, my fault, guys. Trump is wild. Trump says, China cheated America on trade, but blames U.S. leaders, which is funny. But and then he says, you know how there's, because the thing is, the big news that they're trying to scare everybody with is China's coming out with their own crypto. Listen, Trump says we're the wallet. Like, we're their banker. Like, they're not going to move forward with anything that's not right or not up to our expectations or Trump's expectations. So in his expectations, to me, look like executive order calling out Ripple's name. So I don't know. You tell me. Now, crypto assets, however, and I'm going to show you right here, however, raise issues with respect to consumer investor protection, market. Now, this is where they're trying to, this is where it becomes a level playing field. Crypto assets, however, do raise issues with respect to consumer and investor protection, market integrity, and tax evasion. Yeah, China, whoever wants to duck the ledger. Tax evasion, money laundering, and terroristic financing. Crypto assets lack the key attributes to sovereign currencies. At some point, they could have financial stability implications. Now, this is where it gets real. Are you ready? We commit to implement the FATF standards as they apply to crypto assets. We look forward to the FATF review of those standards. Now, and call on the FATF to advance global implementation. Global implementation, guys. FATF global standards, and we call on international standard bodies. We'll call on the international standard bodies to continue their monitoring of crypto assets and risks according to the mandates. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because if you recall, where the hell did I put that at? I know I pulled that up next, right? Where the hell did I put that? I can swear I pulled that up. Hold up. Oh, here it is right here. This should go right here. This should go right here. Now, they did it kind of wild, because in the executive order, they're saying we're calling on the FATF for global standards, right? But now, if you recall, I remember who spoke at the G20 Global FATF, and it was the Department of Treasury. White House press briefing by Secretary Steven Mnuchin on regulatory issues associated with cryptocurrencies. And you guys remember this, To be clear, and this is Trump, and this is talking about the FATF and all that, and the global regulation. Now, to be clear, FinCEN will hold any entity, in the globe, it don't matter where you at, far or near. To be clear, FinCEN will hold any entity that transacts in Bitcoin, Libra, or any other cryptocurrency to the highest standards. I also recently established the Financial Stability Oversight Council, a working group on digital assets. The FSOC group enables U.S. financial regulators such as FinCEN, which Ripple's registered with on the federal level, the Fed, OCC, CFTC, so many, all the initials, they all on the same page, the standard, and key holders to work together to combat risk posed by cryptocurrencies. Bam. That's it right there, guys. Here it is right here. Given the international nature of cryptocurrencies, we're also going to in great lengths to ensure the effective regulation does not stop here. It doesn't stop here, guys. At the U.S. border. It don't stop at the U.S. border. This is global regulation. Yeah, welcome to the Phoenix. A global currency is rising in front of your eyes. Led by the United States Financial Action Task Force. Whoa. The FATF, known as the FATF. Oh, my God. You got to be joking me. You got to be joking me. So, guys, right here is known as the FATF Global Standard, setting a AML CFTC adoptive comprehensive measures on how countries must regulate and supervise activities and provided in this space. This was a major step, and this is Steven Mnuchin, White House briefing. Don't forget what's going on here. This was a major step towards harmonizing international regulation concerning cryptocurrencies. Guys, it's a call to action right here. This is it, guys. This is the global regulation coming down right here. And it comes out of the executive order. The Department of Treasury is heading it. Greg Phillips wrote it. He joined Ripple board of directors. Trump smacking China around every damn day. Where he's tired of being taken advantage of. This is getting real, guys. XRP is the standard all day long. And I'll go back to what I just said. I can only think of one company right now that's registered with FinCEN. Damn right. H2DA, thank you, bro. So good to have you back to the family. Blockchain digital asset. My brother, after your show, please give me a call. I left the number in your Twitter DM. Blockchain digital assets. I got you, bro. I do. I got you. Thank you so much, Blockchain. Man, you're the man, bro. Big time. Big time. Snake bite. You know we had to go deep. we had to go a little bit deeper tonight because I got a feeling like all eyes is coming from everywhere now. They want to know who this CKJ is that everybody's talking about in every stream, everywhere. So I said, okay, we're gonna go old school tonight, rabbit hole time, huh? We're gonna show them where CKJ came from. Danny Loft, if you use China's backed by gold token, if you use China's backed by gold tokens, do you get a discount at oh, Dan, you're wild, bro. If you use China backed by gold token, do you get a discount at Panda Express? I love Chinese food. Don't get me wrong. Also, everybody's saying that somewhere. I watched a video on Twitter. They said that. They was like, wait for it. And there was like this drone, and it was going up like this flagpole or something, like a electric pole. And I'm like, what's going on here? Wait for it. And then it gets to the top, and then it shows that message, what Danny Loft is saying. I'm like, no way. Epstein didn't kill himself. Did y'all see that on Twitter? I was like, what? I wasted 1 minute of my life for that. So guys, this is huge right here. Is last month led by the United States action known as the FATF, the global standard for setting AML-CF. This is kind of really crazy though if you think about it. Like, we're really moving towards a global standard for cryptocurrencies. There will be a global crypto, and I think it's definitely going to be XRP. I don't know how it's going to work. There's not enough XRP. Well, maybe we're just going to be they divide though, right? I think they divide. Like, there's like, even though there's like 20 million Bitcoin, it like divides. I think that's what XRP does, because there's what, 1 million drops in each XRP. Okay, so then the value of XRP would go up and you would need less. Okay, so that solves that right there. Thank you, William. I really appreciate the support, bro. Oh man, that's been like that for like 8 months straight, bro. I mean like 12 months. Even before any drama you can mention, my name has been called out like that for major streams. The first thing they started was with the way CKJ talks, or the way, he spells and this and that. So I've always been a hot topic. So it's kind of like, hey, what can I say? It's because of the bullish family. They're so amazing. But guys, right here, I broke it down to you right there. No, I didn't want to lose my spot on this right here. So here's what I wanted to show you guys. Remember on the morning show when I was talking about banks are in fear of what we're doing, and why doesn't Ripple just flip that switch and just really show these guys what time it is, and MoneyGram? Well, for one thing, they're working on laws, but at the same time, this was an executive order too. And you can see it right here, PDF. I lost it, so I Googled it, and this came up, so it's still in there. In addition to other benefits, innovation and financial technology, in 2012, it was estimated that 90% of the digitized data in the world, now estimating that 65% of banks' profits are under threat from non-bank players. This is like a call, this is like, whoa. Estimating that 65% of bank profits are under threat by non-bank players. Guys, this is enough to make them sick. This is enough to make Jamie Dimon go on skiing and say Bitcoin's a bubble and everything in their power to try to stop this movement. And guess what? I pulled it up too. Now, the reason I pulled this one up right here is because, let me see. Oh, perspectives on fintechs. Okay, this is where I got the report from. This is from McKinsey & Co. Now, McKinsey & Co. is the most respected company in payments, right? They're the most respected company in payments. Now, they're the one that's saying that banks are in trouble of losing 65% of their revenue. Cutting through the noise around financial technology, we track more than 2,000 startups offering traditional and non-financial services, though we estimate there may be as many as 12,000. Here's how banks should respond. Now, banking has historically been one of the best business sectors most resistant to disruptive technology. Now, they're going to say it's not that way no more. Not that way no more. Now, the fintech moment, this may now be changing. Our research into financial technology companies has been around for a number of startups and is greater than 2,000. So let me get down here to the good part. If you go down here, why partnerships are appealing. Now, the first one they highlight in McKinsey Co. is banks being replaced, but the chairman of Credit Suisse explains how digital innovation may lead to unexpected outcomes. Now, if you guys recall, go back to Ripple Insights, Credit Suisse solving the problem of cross-border payments. So Credit Suisse cites Ripple as an example of tech for banks to cut costs and increase revenue. So it's like a whole new day here, guys. What's going on is McKinsey & Co. is like, you guys are about to be shut down. They're going to cut into 65% of your income. And then they highlight Credit Suisse as taking advantage of technology. And guess what? I can recall Credit Suisse taking advantage of technology very well. They're taking advantage of Ripple's technology. Using Ripple as an example of the platform that could enable not only cost cutting, but also increase revenue. Credit Suisse cited Swiss whatever. McKinsey affirming cross-border payments is one of the most potentially valuable applications of distributed ledger. What? I'm trying to tell you. This gets deep, guys. It gets deep. So they're highlighting them. Now also, this is McKinsey & Co. right here. Beat them or join them. Yeah. McKinsey & Company remaking the bank for the ecosystem world. I'm telling you guys, and they listening to McKinsey. McKinsey, it doesn't play. Like McKinsey's, when the Federal Reserve sent out, saying we want proposals by everybody who has the best proposal for the Fed, they hired McKinsey & Co. to assess them proposals, which they said Ripple was the best proposal. Matter of fact, McKinsey & Co. and Chris Larson are like this. That's a whole nother video. Credit Suisse player, thank you, Andros. I appreciate that, bro. That's what they would say. Like normally, the next day they would go in different streams. Did you see the way CKJ said that word? Now it's more advanced, after a while, guess what, guys? Beat them or join them. It is early days. Now watch this, guys. This is huge too. It is early days, but much of the global economy may eventually be reshaped by ecosystems. Naturally, mileage may vary. Ecosystems will not spring up at the same pace or same degree in every market. But this will, now guys, they're kind of confused on something here. They're not seeing correctly. Watch this. This will place banks at the next strategic crossroad. An ecosystem emerges should banks beat them or join them. The odds are seemingly against banks. The ability to jump on the world's most advanced tech companies. But they have something going for them. Talking about banks. When it comes to customers' decisions about where to place their money. Now, I'm going to ask you guys this question. When it comes to customers' decisions on where to place their money, research shows that banks enjoy greater trust than tech companies. Now, is that true? Is that true, guys? Do you trust a tech company, let's just say Ripple, or even PayPal would be considered a tech company, right? But what they're saying is research shows that people trust banks. Yeah, and this is from McKinsey. That's insane. Nobody don't trust no damn banks. And they say this twice too. Where's this at? Okay, right here, guys, and I found this from PwC, and this is the VeChain partner right here, PwC. And this is a massive company right here. Retail Banking 2020, evolution or revolution? Now watch this, just so you guys see that they really think that we trust banks. Many have predicted the fall of traditional banking system as disruptive new entrants win share by offering a better customer experience through new products and channels. Yet, despite the emergence of competitors and models, we believe that traditional banks have a bright future. The fundamental concept of trust. Okay, the fundamental concept of a trusted institution acting as a store of value. A source. So basically, they're saying the same thing, is that people trust banks. Like, that's not true. We don't trust banks. And we're actually really excited about Fintech and this technology that they're bringing to the table. So we're clearly going to replace you guys. I don't think we're going to replace them, guys. I think they'll adapt. A lot of them might go out of business. They might do like a lot of, they're already doing it, guys. They're already cutting employees left and right. What, JP Morgan cut 8,000 jobs. Mellon Bank's cutting X amount more jobs. So, you know, I think that's where they made their mistake, is they think people trust banks more than we do, because we don't. So, you know, thank you, Rose. I appreciate that big time. What happened, Danny? Don't forget to laugh. Go XRP, baby. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that. Tell them XRP, snake bite, bro. No trust for any bank. That's why they're all messed up right there. Big time. However, much of the landscape will change significantly in response to the evolving forces of customers' expectations, regulatory requirements, technology, demographics, and new competitors are shifting economies. Banks need to choose what posture to adopt against this change. Whether to be sharper in the future. I'm telling you guys, them banks is shaking right now. They're like this. Ah! They're shaking in their boots. Money OG knows. What up, Money OG? So guys, ow, Pickle, ow, sit. Pickle's like getting all hype. I think he's probably ready to go out. Ow, Pickle, stop, sit, my fault. Pickle's a wild one. We're gonna read this in the morning right here, actually, because I think this will go good with the morning show. But I do want to give a shout out to Hodl Style. I noticed that he tweeted this, and it's actually a really good read. The trade deal will involve at least 2 digital assets, VET and XRP. We're going to save that for the morning show. We'll save that one for the morning show. Now, he actually broke this down really good, too. Hodl Style. It says, at real, Donald Trump has been making digital trade deals with other countries left and right. CKJ, Korea, China, Japan, Mexico, Canada, 126 million Japanese consumers are and will have greater access to high-quality American almonds, blueberries, corn, wine, eggs, beef, wheat, powered by V-Chain. He caught me off guard with that one. I thought he said powered by XR. Oh, yeah, right here, powered by XRP and VET. So we'll cover this one in the morning. Yeah, where Pickle go? He ran off. I don't want to say his name too loud. He'll come up running. Like, yeah, what you doing? Yeah, guys, so that's what I'm saying to Shady Banks. I want to give a shout out to ECX. I've been getting a lot of good information from him lately. And guys, tonight's video was pretty much the rabbit hole, showing you guys that I truly do believe that there's so many plans within plans. I think they put this guy in charge right here because, you know, he'll step up to the plate. He knows all about money. He has no problem calling China out. Like, you know, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. And I think this is what's necessary for a level playing field now that we're moving on to a global economy. So, you know, we can't be going to a global economy and the field not be level. It got to be level, baby. Tell them. Smash them thumbs up, J Kills. Yep, Pickle wants to go for a walk. I'm out of here. Yo, Money OG. Oh, Thomas Karen. I have to go replay the stream after I catch up. Did I message you? I'm going to message you. Thomas, did I DM you? You DM me. Because I got a question for you, really. I think you're the one. Jenkins says Trump 2020. FOMO hard. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that, guys. I can't thank you guys enough for the love and support. Bullish Ultra Style. Ron Early. Damn right. Nichols, thank you big time. I appreciate that. Perez, you're the man. Cat loves dogs. Great stream. Bullish fam. Damn right. Okay. I'll make sure I check the DM. I gotta check the DM for May. Karen, I got you, bro. Thank you, Perez. You know, guys, we had to push the envelope tonight. Rabbit hole time. Guys, we also do Start Your Day with CKJ every day at 11:30 a.m. We talk about what's going on in the world of crypto. And then we do XRP After Dark every night at 7 p.m. And if you guys don't got time for live streams, link in the description for the Crypto Millionaires Club. That's where I drop all my 5-minute X Rapid videos. Matter of fact, I might do a quick recap on this one and drop on the morning show. Yeah, I'll do a quick recap now, and then I'll just drop it bright and early on the morning show. Because in the morning, it takes my voice like 2 hours to come around. In the morning, my voice be like real deep. So, guys, yeah, thank you big time. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I can't thank my mods enough for the support. BC, Danny.
Welcome to XRP
everybody.
After Dark. Exclusive rabbit hole news. Documenting the great wealth transfer. Nightly at 7 p.m.
Cat loves dogs. XRP me. Snake bite. Sir Gordon Gecko. I see you, Sir Gore. Scott Caruso. So good to see you back, my brother. Scott's the man. Scott Caruso's the man. Caruso. I butcher names.